I'm getting worked up, right? We're not going to be afraid to use that power. We get enough power in the media, and I'm gonna steamroll these sons of bitches. I'm gonna steamroll them. I'm not talking about Republicans. First, the corporate Democrats are up because they suck at this. And they're the ones that prevent us from beating Republicans. Then we're gonna slaughter the Republicans politically. But they gotta get out of the way. Both Jake Tapper and Nancy Pelosi and all those, and every editor at the New York Times has to get out of our way. Let us hit the Republicans in the face instead of playing patty cakes with them. How many elections are we gonna get to a razor's edge with a monster idiot fascist like Donald Trump? One last thing, I swear to God I'm gonna go to Ida, but one last thing on this, guys. Forget him being a racist, forget him being a fascist. The guy's IQ is lower than 70. He's an idiot. He's a total moron. And you couldn't figure out how to crush him in an election? Man, the corporate Democrats and the mainstream media suck at this. They absolutely, positively suck, and they brainwash smart people into compliance.
He's right about the mainstream media brainwashing people into compliance. He's just hilariously wrong about the idea that if the Democrats had tacked way to the left, they would have done better in this election. Okay, the only reason that they were even competitive in this election is they ran a dead man who was a vessel for all anti-Trump sentiment in the country. Imagine how bad this would have been. If Bernie Sanders had won, Trump wins going away, right? I mean, given these results, if Bernie Sanders had been on the ballot, this thing is over early in the night for Trump.
How could you not enjoy it? I mean, this isn't Cenk is not a guy with whom you're going to have conversations about how to remake the country into some sort of better left and better right.
I do enjoy Cenk doing a takeoff on the electoral stupidity of losing an election to Donald Trump. I will just remind you that in 2020, he did run for Congress, right? In a special election.
2018.
In 2018. No, it was 2020.
Was it?
Because it was to replace Katie Hill after Katie Hill resigned. So special election.
He had to drop out.
And he came in fourth in the primaries. Not second, fourth in the primaries. He won a grand total of 6.6% of the vote. After, you'll recall, Bernie Sanders endorsed him and then unendorsed him. So, yeah, there is electoral genius, Cenk Uygur.
We are at the point where there's not many poll closings left, but there are a few, particularly as we get to the West Coast, and there are a number of states left to call.
And boy, does some of the numbers start to add up as we get late in the night, however frustrating this night is for many, many of our viewers.
Yep, it is very frustrating for many of the MSNBC viewers because it did not go how they wanted. Van Jones was extremely upset last night at the results. He lost it. He says, this just hurts. It just hurts.
There's a moral victory and there's a political victory. They're not the same thing. The political victory still may come. But I think for people who saw babies being snatched away from their mothers at the border, for people who are sending their kids into schools where the N-word is now being used against them, for people who have seen this wave of intolerance, they wanted a moral victory tonight. We wanted to see a repudiation of this direction for the country. And the fact that it's this close, I think, it hurts. It just hurts.
And it does hurt members of the media because they had a narrative and the media completely imploded on them. In the middle of the night, I will say, it was kind of wonderful to watch George Stephanopoulos enter into an arena of panic. So George Stephanopoulos last night began to lose it in the middle of the night. It was kind of funny.
It may be a little early to start to play out narratives, but Rahm Emanuel, let's try to do a little bit. This is looking a little bit right now like a replay of 2016.
Well, I'm not sure. The problem we have is you have so much early voting, and every state is different of when they count that. And so we're looking at counties, and you can extrapolate. I mean, you look at how close Ohio is. It's basically 6% right now, better than it was in 2016. But you look at, I think it's still going to come down to Pennsylvania.
Okay, and you could see the panic in Democrats' eyes all throughout the evening. Are they going to shift because of this? Because they got this so wrong? There are a lot of tweets this morning from a lot of folks on the center left about how they need to rethink how they've framed American politics. You think they will? I really, really think not.
I'm getting worked up, right?